Hey guys, happy weekend. I'm not sure when you're watching this, but hopefully it's on the weekend and you're gonna find some time to enjoy the weekend and do some nice things for yourself. Maybe find some time for relaxation or enjoying time with friends and family, maybe doing something just for you as well. I want to share something that I was thinking about, and I'm gonna be like totally honest, which I usually try to be. So lately I've been I feel like depression's kind of reared its ugly head again. There's nothing really inherently wrong in my life. I feel like I'm trying to be more mindful and I'm moving forward and taking care of myself and educating myself by reading books and trying to find balance with, self-care and things like that. There's nothing really wrong right now. There's nothing major going on. I can't think of any major drama going on right now, which I can't always say that. So to be able to say there's no major drama in my life or my family's life is kind of a good thing. I feel like the dust has kind of settled. The dust has kind of settled a little bit. Work's okay. I mean, it's not exactly the way I'd like it to be, but there's nothing major. I feel like, the people at work have my back and things like that. So I'm thinking in my head, why is this depression rising up in me? If I'm trying really hard to eat right and I'm trying to do the self-care things, I've been trying to read the Bible. I've been trying to read educational books and health books. Like, I've just been trying to keep my mind on more thoughtful things, more positive things. I stopped watching the news. I think I've shared that in another video. I literally stopped watching the news like a couple years ago because I was like, this is just way too much negativity. So I've cut out a lot of what I would consider negative sort of influx. And so everything I try to subject myself to is positive. The things I choose to watch on TV, the music that I listen to, the things that I read. I've shared in other videos that I have people that used to be friends and I used to be close with in my family that are actually toxic. So I don't talk to them anymore. So I'm thinking in my head, where's this coming from? If I've kind of cleaned out some of the toxicity, I'm focused on self-care. And you know what the answer is? I don't know. And I don't think you might know either. I think sometimes depression creeps in. It could be for a multitude of reasons. It could be a spiritual thing. It could be a mental thing. It could be a physical thing. It could be emotional thing, or it could be all the above. And we don't always know exactly what's causing it until we stop to think about the things that we're thinking about or the things that are really bothering us. So I kind of took a drive this morning and I was like, okay, can I think of anything? Can anything pop in my head that's bothering me that I might need to address? So there are a few things actually that have been kind of weighing on me a little bit. So I'm actually going to take care of a few things hopefully this weekend. I'm going to make a little to-do list of some things that kind of have been in the back of my mind that I might need to address and might need to deal with. I'm going to see how that goes and see if that kind of helps, lift some of this. I'm also going to have a doctor appointment next week and I'm going to kind of go over kind of what's going on and kind of see if we can pinpoint a few things. And so I think the reason why I'm sharing this is because I think, depression, anxiety, anything like that, it's still a little bit taboo. And I think that people are a little bit hesitant to talk about it. It's definitely better now than it used to be. People are being, a little bit more open to talking about things like that. But a lot of times it's hard to admit. It's hard to say, gosh, I'm depressed. I'm kind of struggling with this. I'm crying and I don't really know why. I'm sad and I don't really know why. I don't feel like doing anything and I don't really know why. There's nothing major going on, so I have no right to act like this. Or, you're like trying to push it to the back burner and be like, oh, I'm not depressed. I'm fine. I'm doing the self-care. I'm eating good. I'm exercising. I'm whatever. It's just in my mind. And it's like, let's not discount how we really feel. And let's not discount the importance of being honest about it, whether it's honest with a doctor, honest with a spouse, honest with a friend or a family member, and just kind of raise your hand and be like, hey, I've been feeling kind of off lately. Have you been feeling kind of off? And I think having conversations like that will kind of help you fine tune yourself and kind of an inward spin on yourself to really look inside and go, okay, is there some things like, have I not been sleeping well? Am I kind of tired and kind of dragging in the morning? Well, maybe I need to get more sleep. You know, obviously I'm speaking for myself because I know I could always use more sleep. Most people could use more sleep. So it's like, let's take the time to do that. Let's take the time to be honest. And so I'm raising my hand. I'm not going to be too prideful. I'm going to raise my hand and say, hey y'all, if you're depressed or you have anxiety or whatever, I'm with you. Like, I get that too. I think a lot of people will look at lives, you know, on the internet or whatever, or people that they know, and think that they have it all together. You guys, there could be a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. Things that people are struggling with, people that you think have got it all together and have got the health thing figured out and the relationship thing figured out and the career and money thing figured out, and they look successful from the outside, but there could be a lot of internal things going on. So keep an open mind about that everybody probably has something that they're struggling with. It might be similar to the things that you're struggling with, or they could have their own kind of stuff that they're dealing with. But let's be honest with ourselves that, number one, it's okay to raise your hand and say, I'm kind of struggling here with some anxiety or some depression, or I'm really sad and I need somebody to kind of like walk through this with me. I have found being honest with whoever you live with, whether it's a significant other, children, parents, siblings, roommates, like whatever that looks like, you need to be comfortable enough to raise your hand and go, hey, I just want to let you know I'm kind of going through some things right now. I'm kind of feeling sad, feeling depressed, feeling anxious, feeling angry. Maybe something really pissed you off. Maybe someone hurt you really bad and you're really pissed off and you're kind of having a hard time getting over that anger part of it. I think be honest about that. You don't need to necessarily share details unless it's appropriate. But, I do think you need to raise your hand and say, I'm kind of going through it. So I need some patience from you and I need some support from you while I kind of figure out what I need to heal and move forward. And then if you've got a trusted counselor, doctor, physician, specialist, naturopath, like whoever you choose to go to, I think raising your hand and being honest about that with them as well, so you can address any medical things. Obviously address the emotional and spiritual and mental side of things, but also you need to maybe address some physical things as well. And I think taking that approach, that honest approach, by raising your hand, number one, being honest with the people around you. Number two, take an inward look and be like, okay, is there anything that's bothering me that I need to address and I maybe need to have a discussion with someone about, or I need to make a to-do list and like just address some things, like time to take care of business. You know what I mean? Like there might be some things that you need to actually do so they don't weigh on your shoulders and your mind anymore. And then number three is like the physical side, that there could be some medical things, like maybe you need to change your diet, maybe you need to change your supplements, maybe there's something going on and you need some medication, or maybe you need some sort of physical therapy because pain's weighing, like physical pain is weighing on you and you need to address that knee pain you've had for 2 years you've done nothing about. Like let's do this, you guys. Let's raise our hands. Let's be honest. Let's have honest conversations internally with our own souls, with the people around us that we know, love, and trust, and then with a trusted, physician or specialist or something like that. And so I just want to give you guys encouragement right now that, we all going through it. We all going through it in one way or another. There's something that people are struggling with. You might not always see it because you see the highlight reel, when you see them around town or you see them on social media, but there's something. And so it's okay. Let's just be honest about it, that we all got our stuff and we all got to take, action and be able to move forward and, get ourselves back to a place of balance. And we do that by being honest. All right. So peace out, y'all. I hope you have a good day.